Hey, what is going on, everyone? Devin coming up here, back at you with another video. And today I'm going to talk about if you have already came across the business of real estate wholesaling, how do you start? Like, how do you begin? So, my biggest piece of advice is, like, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse in a lot of my videos, but I really want to get the point across. And it is the fact of you need to go out there and take action, and you need to keep things super simple. That's it. So if you don't understand the business model completely, then maybe watch a couple more videos and do a lot of research. Honestly, I wouldn't necessarily say that you can't research too much, but if you just become so consumed and you just don't know what to do, then just take action at that point. Like, you understand the business concept, but you just don't know the first step to take. Just take massive imperfect action and be willing to fail. That's my biggest recommendation. So really what you're going to be focusing on like how to start real estate wholesaling is find motivated sellers. That's the biggest part of the business, is finding someone that's willing to sell their house at a discount. And that is the main priority. So if you haven't done anything yet, my biggest recommendation is just start calling people. Start going, driving around, driving for dollars. Start calling people off of Craigslist. Go get that list from the county. Go buy that list off of List Source, as long as you're not in the state of Idaho, Montana, South Carolina, or Kansas. But just go start marketing and just pick one marketing strategy and just stick with it. It really doesn't matter which marketing strategy you pick with. Just kind of figure out whichever one works best for you in your scenario and where you're at in life. Do you have a lot of money or do you not have a lot of money? Figure out which marketing strategy works best for you and just go for it. Just take action, honestly, and just don't worry about the minute details. Really, what's the most important is you're out there talking to sellers and going on appointments and trying to fill up that pipeline. And that is the biggest priority. You're in it for the long term, but if you just keep showing up every day, be consistent, and just consistently showing up every day, you're going to be able to go out there and do a lot of deals. So with this, honestly, it's pretty straightforward advice. And man, I cover a lot of stuff very quickly because I talk pretty quickly. But honestly, just go out there and just do whatever you can to go out there and close a deal. I know this is like stupid advice, probably for most of you that it sounds like. But like, try to figure out some sort of motivating factor and just run with it. Because like 80% of like business is just the mental aspect of it. It's not necessarily like the concepts or anything like that, or trying to develop skills. It's majority just like your habits and who you are, like what you do. And it's like, are you being consistent? Like, it at the same time as well, it's like what gets you to six figures is not the same thing that takes you from six figures to seven figures, or multiple six figures a month. And you just have to really understand that. So a lot of people that you look up to that are making a lot of money in this business, you're probably going to have to do a little bit of a different strategy to be able to just get to your first six figures versus doing like the $1 million that a lot of people are doing in this wholesaling business. So kind of figure out, like, it's right now at the beginning and stages, it's just about trying to make money and do whatever you can do to go out there and do some deals. And that's honestly like the biggest priority of the business. And so if you're sitting there asking yourself, like, how do I get into this? How do I get started? Just go out there and take action. You don't need to hire someone to teach you how to do anything. If you have the knowledge, just go out there and take action. And if you need to like speed up the game a little bit, have someone show you how to do it. Just have the right mentality with it. Don't be lazy with it. And don't use it as an excuse to not put in as much work. I would say you're probably going to put in more work because they're going to tell you exactly what to do, and you just got to take action on what people tell you. There really is no like secret formula, and a lot of people are searching for this like golden nugget that's just going to get them everything that they need to do the business and go out there and do a deal. But honestly, like, given every golden nugget away on this channel, there's nothing preventing you from doing a deal. The only thing that's preventing you from going out there and wholesaling a house is taking action. And so just really understand that. I want you to go out there and take massive imperfect action. And as kids, like, as we grow up and everything, we're just really accumulated and accustomed to failure. We get really used, like as failure being a bad thing. And honestly, view failure as like the best thing that can happen to you. That's the way that I see it. I always see everything as a positive outlook. No matter how bad the situation or the scenario is, everything happens for a reason in my head. So with this, like, just understand that failure is okay, and go out there and just fail. It's okay to just make every mistake in the book. A lot of people have done it. I've made a lot of mistakes. Probably not every mistake in the book. I've heard some pretty bad mistakes people have made. But even then, a lot of those people that have made like the worst mistakes possible, they still have gone out there and done a deal. So really just try to focus on doing that one deal. And then once you close that one deal, it's pretty easy to keep the momentum going. Once you get the momentum going, it's pretty easy to keep moving forward. You got that confidence boost. You got the money starting to roll in. You also got like all these other factors going for you. And really just find that momentum and just keep rolling with it. Never kill that momentum either. That's the worst thing you could do. But honestly, just start working. And if you ever run into a wall from your action that you're taking, like you just run into a problem that you have, then look up that answer rather than just trying to try to figure everything out before you even get started. Just try to do whatever you can to go out there and take lots of massive imperfect action. So really, at the end of the day, that's what it takes. And so with that, just try to find somebody that you align with the most as far as perspective goes, and kind of like how they portray different things. So my YouTube channel may not be the best for you. I'm just it's just the blunt truth of it. Maybe somebody else's channel is a lot better perspective for you. Maybe like Wholesale Millions or Max Maxwell or the Flip Man, or there's a lot of different people out there with a lot of different perspectives, and they talk about wholesaling in a different way, and maybe their attitude you like more than mine or somebody else's. Just figure out who you like, who you align with the most, and just try to replicate their process, to be honest. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to do anything crazy. And just replicate the process. And understand like a lot of the minute details that a lot of you guys are just obsessing over really aren't that important as much as you think they are. What's really the most important part is just going out there and taking action and finding seller leads. And then what you really want to do though, one of the biggest priorities is making sure that you have a database for these leads to go into. I don't care if it's an Excel spreadsheet or if it's like High-Rise HQ, which is a free software, or if it's like a expensive software like Podio or some sort of integration with Podio. Just try to use some sort of database where you can at least like keep track of your leads and figure out where they are in the follow-up process, because the majority of the deals that you're going to do, they don't happen like right away. They usually take a couple of months to close, or even like a whole year to close, just from consistently following up. So find leads, put them in a database, follow up with them, keep track of them, and basically that's the formula. So just expect, like, honestly, just try to play the long run leads. Just understand that majority of the deals that you're going to close, it's going to take a while, and just play off of those leads. Don't hope for the deals that are just going to close right away. Obviously, that those are awesome when they happen, but it's pretty rare. Majority of the deals that a lot of these big businesses are doing are just leads that they've been following up for a long time. And it's just that top of mind awareness that you got to build with the seller, building up the rapport over time, and just understanding that you're in it for the long game. And so that's really it. Just don't over predict like your expectations. Don't set like too high of a goal that just doesn't, like, it's unrealistic. That's probably the worst thing you can do as well. Just like, oh yeah, like in the next 6 months I'm gonna close $1 million worth of deals. Well, have you closed at least one deal yet? That's the biggest priority, to be honest. You gotta work it in baby steps. You can't just have this amazing, immaculate goal that is like, it's possible, but it's just like pretty unrealistic. Don't set that expectation for yourself yet. At least like maybe to be like, oh, I'll close 3 deals in the next 6 months or something like that. Something that's like, it's pretty high up, but at the same time it's definitely achievable. Or maybe 3 deals in 3 months. I don't know. Just like nothing, not $1 million in 6 months is the point I'm trying to get at. And as long as you set your expectations right, you'll do fine. And too many people are just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna close a deal like next week because I heard someone else close the deal next week. You don't know the luck that was involved, or the work that they put in prior to that deal, even though it took them a week to do it. So really understand that. But other than that, keep it super simple, take massive imperfect action, and that's all I got for you guys in today's video. So if you haven't already and you made it to this point, make sure you join the fam, join the gang by hitting the subscribe button down below. If it's red, make sure you click it. If it's gray, leave it alone. Make sure you also smash that notification bell that pops up right next to it, so that way you get notified whenever I upload, as I do every day. And I want to make sure you're getting the best value content that's out there on the YouTube game about real estate wholesaling. I'm just messing with you guys. But anyways, this is some high quality stuff. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you smash the like button. And like always, I'm uploading every day. So I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.